Okay, guys, so whatever you do, do not look at the finance and salary screen when I zoom out. Please, this is for your sanity. I've given you the warning. If one of you looks over here and then compares it to over here, you will realize that I have made a lot of money in this transfer window. Yeah. Just remember, at the start of last season, I said something like, we sold everyone. It was a very nice and shouty thumbnail. And, if I click to this year...
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's much more, isn't it? Hi guys, MrSpaceman Part of Duty, and welcome back to We Sold Everyone Part 2. Oh my god. I think we made money this year. We made money this year, and we have in fact sold every single person. I mean, tactically, thank you to FM for automatically just putting out the loans instead, so you can't see who I've sold. I mean, you know what? Last season was great. Let's just keep the memories and end the series here. No? You want to know who I sold? Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of people that we have sold. A lot of people. A lot of people for actually not that bad money, considering the fact that we play in the Serbian Super League and everyone wants to buy my best players for 5 million. And funnily enough, it is Ryan I. Nouri who is the best seller. Man, do I really even want to show you this, or do I leave it for a surprise? Man, this looks awful. I am so sorry. But I guess key players, let's just go in terms of key vibey players. The first key vibey player that left is actually Daniil Jikov, who has joined Crystal Palace. He was a little bit unhappy for some reason. He wanted to leave to a better division. I mean, fair enough, he gets to play in the Premier League, although it is with Crystal Palace out of all the teams. Okay. To be fair, Valencia came in for him as well, and he's like, nah, I'm not interested. I was like, okay. But we sold him for 29.5 million. And I think if you look at the transfers, we can get an extra 5 million on him. To be fair, 30 million is absolutely nothing for him, because if I want to sign a replacement keeper, I'm going to have to spend more than 30. But 30 million for the Serbian Super League is absolutely stupidly insane. He is very, very good. I love this guy. And hopefully I'm going to play maybe a few years after I finish the save and maybe bring him back. Who knows? Could even do like at the start of FM25, be like, oh, this is what happened in FM24. This is how far I got. You know, that'd be quite nice. Maybe I can bring him back. Unfortunately, in terms of all the other things, he isn't eligible to play for the Serbian national team anymore. If he stayed for one more year, he probably could have, but I decided to sell him. So... yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Is this a good thing that we did? I mean, I think we have lots of keepers, kind of, especially Ederson. And at the same time, when I was selling him, there was a chance to sign Diego Costa, actually, who rejected me. Do you want to know why? Because Inter offered 400k per week, while I could only offer a maximum of 200. If we had Diego Costa and we had Ederson, that would be good. But still, I think selling Jikov at this moment is probably the right thing to do. I don't like this big matches, and it kind of scares me more than anything. Like, I mean, it has cost us a few times already during games, and I'm kind of not super confident with it. But we have Ederson, so hopefully, at least for this year, we can have a stopgap where we can kind of work on it. Anyways, we have two amazing young keepers coming through anyway, so it's something that we need to kind of think about in the future. Second player in terms of vibes that is leaving and is making me slightly sad is Tim. Tim was our first proper big name signing when you guys said, hey, get yourself a proper ball winning midfielder. And that's what I did. And I signed Tim, who's an amazing ball winning midfielder with actually good passing, which is something we need this year. Although that didn't stop him from making some mistakes with passing. But, you know, this is how it works. We sold him for 32.5 million to Saudi Arabia. This reminds me exactly of Basic leaving. And talking about Basic, I am trying to scout and bring him back. But this guy is incredible. But again, like, we are trying to clear out the midfield kind of mess that we have. We have so many players that can play in the midfield and unfortunately don't. So Tim is going because I feel like Tim has reached his potential. And anyways, 37 million. Was it 37 million? No, 32.5 million is way too good to kind of say no to. And it's kind of good for Tim as well, although he is on 46.5. So he's actually taken a pay cut, I think, to go play in Saudi. I mean, I really didn't want to sell this guy, I'll be honest. But again, he did not get much game time. I kind of felt sad for him because at 27 years old, I want Martinelli to actually get some game time and kind of play and enjoy football. Because, yeah, sure, if I click on history, you'll be able to see that he played 22 games last season. And to be fair, he did start a few games in the league, but they weren't really, I don't know, it just kind of felt like I wasn't using them. I was thinking of him like, oh yeah, we need to play him because he's complaining. and I kind of thought it'd be a good idea for him to go to Saudi Arabia. But Al Shabaab kind of undercut me. £10 million they paid for him with, some incentives to go to 11. Oh, I didn't realize you can do this. That's quite nice. But yeah, we signed him for 33 million and we got 11 back. To be fair, I don't think we paid all 33 in terms of all additional add-ons. So I guess that's kind of fine. But yeah, surprisingly, they kind of undercut me, especially considering that 31 million is what they would probably ask for him right now. And in terms of wages for him, he's done exactly the same thing as he has with us. And it turns out he also doesn't enjoy big matches. I don't understand what's going on. Where the hell was this when I was scouting them originally? Like I said, I guess my scouts back then were not as good, but I don't think that's the case. Yeah, anyways, thanks to Martinelli. I think he was the player that scored the very first free kick in our save, actually, which is absolutely amazing. I wish him the best. Maybe he'll come back one day as a coach or like a backup option just to kind of retire with us. That'd be quite nice. But yeah, current ability, he's starting to drop off. Not drop off. He's starting not to be as good as our top players, and I think it was time for me to let him go. People are chasing money, and Juan Foyth unfortunately went to chase money. He's done it all. He said he's finished. He's done. He's gonna go try and secure the bag. He's won 2 Champions Leagues already. He's won the World Cup, and now he's gonna go and make some money in a team with Cristiano Ronaldo, except he's retired. It's 2029. Come on, even he can't play this long. But Juan Foyth is an incredible servant, and I'm surprised that you guys don't rate him as a fan favorite. I guess this game doesn't really rate people that come in for 2 years, get amazing ratings, be clutch in so many big games, and get you a Champions League. But, what do I know? Maybe we need to win something else. But this guy has come in from City. I think it was for a lot of money, actually. I was going to say on a free. We're just so used to signing players on a free, I guess. So I'm kind of like surprised that we paid 36 million. We got 18 million back. And to be fair, that's very not a bad trade. Because obviously the way it works, we have to overspend because we need to bring players from other teams. But teams don't rate our division as much. So they'll go, oh, it's just the Serbian Super League. Let's spend 10 million. We'll bring the best players. It's something I have to live with and something that annoys me. But at the same time, Juan Foyth, he's 31 years old. He's still a star player, but he will be starting to drop off. And we have Teklak, who kind of should play in this position. And again, it's good to youthify. I'm really happy. He didn't have much leadership. He didn't have much determination. So he's not going to be that much of a knock on the big team. But I will miss him. I will miss him so much. Milinkovic has also joined Martinelli at Al Shabaab. And also, weirdly enough, at a decent salary. Only 57,000 per week, which is, I think, what he was on at our club, which is kind of interesting. I guess, like I said, they're going for the love of football over there. And, I mean, what can I say? What can I say about this guy? Club legend. The best player that has played and come out of our academy, I think, in a long time, probably, in terms of most successful. Because I think Vlahovic is kind of good as well, but I don't know if he's as good in this save as Milinkovic is in terms of trophies. I could be just bringing things up. I'm not really sure. But obviously, Nikola Milinkovic is an absolute legend. I love this guy. He's come back from Bayern Munich. I think he's our first kind of big name player. Like, whoa, we can afford these players? We can sign them? That's insane. And he's played lots of games for us. He's brought lots of experience. And for a change, he actually enjoyed big matches. That is awesome. But yeah, we have so many center backs coming through. We have so many young defenders coming through. And obviously, it's good to get these players a chance to play football somewhere, make some money along the way. I think we made 6 million on him, which is fair enough. It's not a bad thing for a 31-year-old, like I said, with our division. I love this guy. I wish him the very best. But yeah, hopefully one day he can come back to us, maybe on a free when he leaves Saudi Arabia, or maybe as a staff member. Hopefully I'll get to see a nice staff attributes bit here, and he'll join as a coach or a manager, something like this, like Antic. Okay, and now we've reached the players that are kind of inevitable that they've left at this stage, and one of them, and you'll be happy to hear it, it's freaking Ryan Aït-Nouri. I have no idea, first of all, how we managed to swindle Napoli for 37 million, but we did. To be fair. Look, I feel there's a lot of sentiment against Aït-Nouri. It seems in the comments and obviously in everything when we were talking about the final. You guys are hating on him. I like him. And as you can see in the last season, he's got 15 assists from a total of 13 appearances, which to be fair, that is a good average rating. But this guy, for some reason, did not bring as much hype as I thought he would. He was going to be the kind of forever left back, and kind of him and Barco were fighting for it. But it's just, he actually had lots of games where he let me down a lot, and Barco didn't really. So Aït-Nouri had to go. And then Napoli came in with 37 million because I signed one of their players. So I guess I kind of helped them there, and they kind of helped us back. Some tax evasion stuff going on there. And I was like, this is a very good opportunity, because I think if I actually click on this, there is a possibility to get 3 more million. I don't remember. Maybe it's like appearance clauses or something like this. I try to max as much as I can, and I don't think as much as I can. I'll be an awful director of football, by the way. But yeah, a great player. I think he's very good. I still don't understand why he wasn't better than he was. Tell me in the comments if you know, and tell me in the comments if you're happy that Aitnuri has left the freaking building. I mean, I guess technically Vitek has also joined Saudi because he signed for freaking Newcastle, which is interesting. Because I sold him for 32 million with some clauses, I assume, or maybe no clauses. Again, I don't remember. But look at this value, 62 million. I don't understand. I really hate it. But as you know, it's unfortunate to me that, I guess, like, man, important matches, he didn't feel comfortable playing in them. And that scares me all the time. He was very one-footed, and kind of lack of determination hindered him. I didn't realize his determination was only 8. He's developed into a very good player. So I guess I wish him the very best. And look at his positioning. Positioning and pace and acceleration is just absolutely amazing. But yeah, I think he was like one of our first proper center backs, because I remember early on in the save, we were like, I need center backs. I need someone young. I need someone good. We can't sign anyone. And then we found him in Sparta Prague. And I'm just super happy how his career went with us. Like, obviously he hasn't been anything special, but he's developed into a very good player. And we made like, what, 27 million profit on him, which is absolutely amazing. And he's gone to Newcastle, where he's gonna hopefully get some game time. I'll be definitely looking forward to seeing him. Maybe they can train this out of him. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know how good the AI is for this, but this guy is good. He's done very good for us. He's quite tall, and he's going to be a good player for Newcastle. I just hope they don't sign him and then just like he doesn't touch a football, because I'll be quite sad. I like this guy. I raised him to be one of our own, and I wonder if he likes me. He does. Good luck, my friend. But I guess usually that's how it works in FM. Like, every single time you buy and sign someone, people will love you, most likely. So yeah, it's just nothing really special, unfortunately. I wish it would be more special than it is. Remember Dorovic? Yeah, kind of me neither. So I feel like I'm missing something here. And if you look at him and tell me in the comments, what do you think? I feel like people are overhyping this kid a little bit too much, because now the save I'm doing with Vozdovac, this guy has gone to Barcelona and he's played a lot of games for them. Borussia Dortmund has come in for him. Real Madrid have come in for him, and I've managed to sell him for 30.5 million. I don't understand. I think there's also some weird clauses there. I won't be surprised if there's like a sell-on clause. Sorry, I don't really remember these. I mean, he's okay. I think my scout said he can probably develop a little bit more. But like, his dribbling is meh. His first touch is meh. Like, he's got decent passing, but good marking, no tackling, and decent vision. So maybe like he'll be a good ball-playing defender, I guess. I don't really know. And like, looking at his career so far, he hasn't actually played much. He's had 1 season in the championship, 1 season at a decent level when he played for Nice in Ligue 1, a few games for Eredivisie, and obviously a few games for us at Partizan. But like, this is not a 30 million player. I'm really happy that I've got 30 million for him, not gonna lie, but yeah, I'm confused. Tell me what you think, because he's also got 18 caps for the Serbian national team. I don't understand. And in terms of other things of note, I guess we sold Sergio Barrios to Everton for 16 million, which is not too bad. As always, players have jumped up in value after leaving us. He's worth 35 million. I mean, sure, you're playing the Premier League, whatever. But looking at this guy, he looks good. And if he could develop a little bit more, I'll be probably a bit more inclined to keep him. But at the same time, he's had a few seasons with us, and I don't think he's changed much over the years. So I'm thinking that potentially he's reached his potential ability. I'm not really sure. The scouts think he has a little bit more in him, but I kind of don't think so. Even when he's played for us, he hasn't done that good. He was always like the coming off the bench player. And last year he played in Heidenheim and really didn't do anything. So 12.5 million going to Everton. There's definitely sell-on clauses for sure. I've definitely asked for like sell-on clauses. So that's absolutely amazing. Hopefully he can play a few games for them, and hopefully they can probably sell him for like 30 million. And then we get, I don't know, like a $5 or something on him. That would be absolutely incredible. But yeah, in terms of other players, like we've sold some smaller players, like Tadic has gone, which is actually funny. I want to mention him because this guy has 3 caps for the Serbian national team and he scored 2 goals. Look at this guy. I have no idea how. What is the Serbian manager doing? Who is the Serbian manager? It is Veljko Paunovic. I don't know. Do we not have any center backs in Serbia? I'm not really sure. Other players left like Len Mintron, Mendy, and Avramovic and Nilsson, which is kind of funny because Len Mintron and Mendy were signed to like make us money, but in fact they lost us money, which to be fair kind of makes sense. In terms of other things, like some of our players have gone, like Avramovic has gone, Nilsson, Dimitrevski is gone, and the rest was just a lot of loans. There's probably going to be more loans, but I think at this rate, we've kind of maxed out on what we're going to do in terms of sales because I don't have any more players to sell. Please, leave me alone. We already made too much money. I don't know what to do with them. In terms of players in, it's good to see that we have some players in. There's only 4 though, and that kind of just shows that hoarding wonder kids means that at some point you just don't know who to sign. But the first player that I've signed is Cesar Augusto. I mentioned in the previous episode that I kind of like the look of this guy, and I think he could be a very good player in the future. And the guide value agrees. I've actually never seen this before. Okay, he jumped up. Sell him now. Please sell him now. 124 million. I will take it on straight away. This guy is good. He's Brazilian. I don't think he has a second nationality. He does not, unfortunately. He needs 1,000 more days to play in Italy, which is unfortunate. I remember I had a chance to sign him ages ago, but now he's joined the club properly from Napoli. He is quite good. Unfortunately, I think he's a bit injury prone, which I'm really good at scouting players that will let me down at some point. But he's got good physicals. He's got amazing mentals. And if I can work on his technicals a little bit, like dribbling and crossing, I think he'll be a very good wingback on attack. He's quite young. He's 21 years old. He's not really capped for the national team yet, but of course he will be. But yeah, so he'll probably be like playing around the right back. You know, we obviously don't have Foyth anymore. So maybe him and Teklak will be fighting it out, or most likely Augusto will make use of the right-hand side and Teklak will play in the middle, and we'll just kind of leave that forever. But unfortunately, he's injured, so he's not going to see you guys today, which kind of sucks. Other players of note, we signed Giulio Enciso on a free, which is quite good. This guy definitely has huge potential. Unfortunately, he's 25 years old, and I think the scouts think he's kind of reached it. Maybe we can squeeze out a little bit more from him. I don't know, but this guy looks good. He's come in from Brighton on a free, like I said. He's done quite well for them over the years. Like, he's played lots of games, not many goals, not many assists, but that will be, of course, fixed with us. I think he's quite good. He's definitely going to be a rotation player. Free players are always good. And another player that is susceptible to injuries. However, he likes big matches. You win some, you lose some. A replacement for Jikov has come in, and finally Ederson has joined the club. Yes, boys. Absolutely incredible. This guy is super good. He's on 180k a week though. It makes him the highest earning player. To be fair, that's not bad. I expected much more. Well, like for example, Diogo Costa asking for 400k. Yeah, I can't give you that, mate. But thankfully, Ederson is happy with this. He looks still super amazing. Has he won anything with City last year? He hasn't. City didn't win a trophy last year? Ooh, that's crazy. Could have won the Champions League if he joined early, mate, but it is what it is. By the way, wait, have they signed a replacement? Ah, they signed Turbin. Okay, yeah, that's a good replacement, to be fair. Oh my god. How much did they pay for him? Sorry, there's no cohesion, there's no thought. It's just bouncing all over the place. 56 million. Has the market been fixed? Oh my god. I thought he would have gone for like 200, 300, because every time I try to bid for any player, like especially Turbin, I think he always had like values of 133, 170. Yeah, that's an old value that I've had before he joined City. That's some bullshit. But yeah, it's so nice to have Ederson in our club. He's going to bring big game experience. Obviously, I'm really happy for this. He really enjoys big matches. Absolutely amazing. And yeah, he'll give us some time to develop 2 of our players. We have a Brazilian guy, Lucas Gabriel, who I've pulled back from loan, so he'll be rotating with Ederson, which is absolutely nice. And yeah, I'm just really excited for him. Maybe we can get 1 year as a top keeper, and then kind of next year a bit less. I'm kind of looking forward to this. Oh, finally, a huge world-class player joining us that we've signed and not that we've made. That's really good. Partizan is moving up in the world. And finally, Andrew Bevan has joined the club, a guy who has no current ability, but my scouts rate him as a very good player. He's got huge ability. He's 22, which kind of is a bit of a worry. And we've signed him from Arsenal from 5 million. I have no idea what happened, because I remember seeing like guide values of 60 million. Maybe they rated him and then they're like, we don't rate him anymore. So they probably signed a wonder kid at some point. But he looks quite good. And if I can get him some game time, he'll definitely develop for sure. He's had 2 starts for us already. Hasn't really done much, unfortunately. But I mean, he looks good, but he's 22 years old. So it's a race against time. If he can do something, good. If he can't, well, we'll probably sell him to an English team for like 600 million. But yeah, I don't remember if I covered these guys last year, but I will cover them as well. There's 4 players that have signed just before the season ticked over. And one of them is Vyacheslav Kravchenko. who has fallen off a cliff for whatever reason. I don't understand. But another Russian has joined this club. He'll be fighting with Jikov for a starting spot. Although, if I compare him, I don't think they're any comparison. Yeah, they're not, unfortunately. But he's got good potential. I'm hoping to give him some game time, play him around the club, kind of give him a little bit of time, maybe even loan him out at some point. And he looks quite good in terms of like some of the interesting things, like first touch is 16, technique is 16, flair is 18, which is good. If I can just work on his passing and dribbling, he'll be an absolutely immense player, and it will be a very good Trequartista. And I'm really looking forward to him, but he's quite good. We signed him for like 7.2 million, which is very, very good. But unfortunately, he hasn't really played as much last year for Dynamo. So yeah, his development has stalled, but this is FM for you. You know, AI does not know how to manage their youth players at all. Like, look, this guy should be good. My scouts think he should be good, and he hasn't developed. This guy's hilarious because we have another Colombian coming in and joining the club. Look at his current ability. He's a star. Potential ability. He could be even better. And the way he looks just makes me excited. I think he'll be a very freaking good player. Probably up front, probably on the left. I don't know. Maybe on the right. He's got good left foot, good right foot. He's just freaking incredible. And you will never guess how much I signed him for. Just guess. Why not? 10 million, 20 million, maybe 15? I don't know. What do you think? 1 million. 1 million? And if he plays really, really well, 1.6 million. Sometimes it doesn't make sense. Santa Fe has been a very good club for us because I think all of our good Colombian players have come from them. Or maybe just my scouts are just sitting in Colombia and just looking at one club and going, yep, this is a good player, that's a good player, that's a good player. Because look, if it fails, it's only 1 million, right? And even I'll be like, yeah, it's okay, don't worry, boy. You can even take 1 million for yourself. Yeah, the life of a scout, huh? But yeah, this guy is absolutely incredible. And he's a huge headache because I have to play him straight away. Like, you can't bench a player with 17 dribbling, 17 finishing, high acceleration, great off the ball, great technique, and everything apart from passing is great. Even his determination is quite good. Like, what the hell am I going to do with this guy? I definitely remember talking about Mazinho. This guy has been offered to me for like 1.5 million. And I saw him and just went, sure, whatever, let's buy him. But yeah, good player, good potential. But apart from this, he's just there. He exists. Maybe he'll be like, I don't even know. I'm just looking at him right now from like this angle, and maybe he's like a wing back a bit, but he's got no crossing, no dribbling. So yeah, I don't know what to do. Most likely he'll just play. I'll loan him out, make some money that way. He's already made like 270k back. So maybe that's what we're going to do a little bit. But again, young players, we need to make money this way and maybe kind of develop. Because look how many players we've sold already. We need to sell more. I feel like I'm just going to keep the save until I build a new stadium. I don't even know at this rate. But the way we're going with the transfer market is kind of going that way. And a final signing is Cosmin Potlogianu, which is a very, very good player. And I've been tracking him for like 4 years already. He's been on my shirt list forever. And then I just kind of went, you know what? No one has picked him up. Not sure why. Let's do it. Romania is known for good players. This team, Steaua, is known for good players. And he looks like a good player already. Unfortunately, maybe I waited a bit too long to pull the trigger. But at the same time, he is another player in the attacking positions, which kind of sucks. Although he could also play as a wing back. Hello. 5 marking, 8 tackling, 7 positioning. We have an answer for Sasa Saranic on the left-hand side, huh? Oh, he's left-footed. Okay, well, he's basically Sasa Saranic 2.0. I'll think about it, but he's quite good. He's got nothing really that bad in terms of negatives. And quite some good positives. He's quite smart, which is good, and a good personality, which is very, very good. And he likes to run with the ball, which is an exciting player. We'll see how he does in Casapia. I think that's in Portugal. Yeah, so maybe he gets some game time. And he's already done, scored 1 goal. Not bad, kid. But yeah, we're looking forward to see what he can do. Probably, you guys won't see him because if the season ends next year, you won't see him. But maybe I'll make the save available and then you guys will be stuck with him. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And I just realized you have no idea who we're facing today. We're taking on Chelsea in the UEFA Super Cup. But before we get into it, we have 3 games to cover. We beat Spartak 5-2. Don't like that. We kind of concede a lot of goals at the start. I want to kind of stop it. Not a good start from Ederson. But good goals from Vivieros, Milovanovic, Cesar Augusto, Estevao, and Bolaños. Not bad, not bad, not bad. IMT 4-1. Saldania hat-trick. He doesn't know when to stop. He does not know when to stop. And a goal from Jikov against his old club. And I got a notification saying that he didn't celebrate against his old club, which means he's grateful for IMT. As you remember, IMT was our affiliate, which is quite nice. And a final game against Radnički, where we scored 1 goal against them from Lachlan Deans. Right. this is going to be your starting lineup. And there are some issues already. First of all, Gilson wants to leave to go to Liverpool, which means, no, I'm not leaving you. Please freaking stay. He's going to be really sad at me, but I'm just going to keep him because I think his contract expires in like, what, 3 years? And I probably, no, I can't. I was going to say I probably can't extend it. I can't, probably already did. But he is too good to be let go. And they're offering like 30, 40 million, which is more reasonable now. But I want more. If you're going to sign him, I want like 60, 70 million for sure. And apart from that, I think we're missing Cesar Augusto, which is unfortunate. We're missing Martel, which is unfortunate. And we're missing Andres Beas, which is also very unfortunate. In terms of all the other things, we have lots of players on the bench. I want to give them a bit more game time later. But I kind of need to probably loan a lot of them. And I'm just going to fix some things really quick. I'm going to put Martel off the bench. He's injured, so he's not going to play anyway. So I'm going to give Kočić a chance. And Cesar Augusto is going to come off. And I'm going to put on... Who am I going to put on? What are we thinking? I'm going to put on Lucas Gabriel because I don't trust Ederson not to be injured. And in terms of everything else, this is your starting lineup. Ederson's in goal. Very good stuff. Barco, Gilson, Zabarny, Teklak. Not much change here. Villagradines, also not much change here. And then Estevao, Bordanovic, Viveiros, and Milovanovic. So actually looking at it, we didn't really change much in terms of our top best players. We're only changing our top keeper, which is really, really cool. But yeah, looking at our starting lineup, it's quite nice. It looks good. We maybe, if I can sign a player in this position. Or to be fair, I feel like Goran is good and Estevao is good. I mean, I'm baited by these things. I'm baited by the current ability roles. Could we do better? I don't know, but I like them. They won us the Champions League, so I can't really complain. Right, what other things can I update you about? Because this video is too short. I feel like it's going to be a half-an-hour video at least. No, more. It's going to be like 2-hour videos. No, imagine. But yeah, so what can I update you about? Barco needs to play 6 more games. Damn it, he's still a foreign player, which is really, really bad. And I think that's pretty much it. There's also Villagra, who looks like Cristiano Ronaldo more with age. And he needs just 15 more days. And I'm just going to play him as much as I can, just so he doesn't need to worry. But it looks like he'll have to play some games for sure. But yeah, this is your starting lineup. We're taking on Chelsea in the UEFA Super Cup, which is something I completely forgot to mention. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's go and destroy Chelsea. I love them, but I love Partizan more. Let's go. Let's look at the Chelsea team sheet first of all, because I'm curious what they're going to start. Obviously, when you play in the Super Cup, teams, especially bigger teams, tend not to play all the best players. But Chelsea looks quite good anyways. They have Philip Jorgensen, which I think they're actually linked to him in real life, which is kind of hilarious. Reece James is still there. Fofana is still there. Caicedo, Gonzalez, Wirtz is still there. It's really good. Mudryk and Kunku. Bunch of interesting people on the bench. And what is this guy? What's his name? Who's this Fabian Rodlega? I feel like I remember him. Yeah, I've loaned him out to Chelsea, which is kind of funny. And apparently he can play against me, which is weird. Okay. But yeah, he looks quite good. And everyone looks quite good as well. Didier Deschamps is in charge of Chelsea, which is wild. But yeah, Chelsea's going to have a very good team. I think that's the best they can do. Last year, I don't know if they finished well, but they've definitely won the Europa League, which is quite cool. But yeah, Champions League winners versus Europa League winners. Both of my teams have gotten a very good year that year. It's good to be a Chelsea fan. But let us win the UEFA Super Cup. This looks nice. Look at this, finally! I was complaining in the Champions League final that we didn't have any cool animations, and we get one. We get the Champions League trophy, we get the Europa, and we get the Super Cup. That is so freaking cool. Finally, some exciting things. And look at this, this is beautiful. Oh, it's just hope we don't lose. That'll be quite sad. Ederson's going to play it out to Gilson. Okay, very exciting stuff right here. What's going to happen? I'm really looking forward to some good games today for sure. I'm feeling it. We've done lots of transfers. We've done lots of sales. I hope it didn't break the balance of the team. I think it's done a little bit better because we obviously have sold a lot of players. But Barco is going to put a cross in, and Bordanovic, who is always on the skirts of being sold, makes a pass to Viveiros, and Juan David with his second goal of the season. And Juan David with really cool animation. Why is there better things than the Champions League? Right? Why is this so beautiful here? Why was that so beautiful? You know, the little pop-up. And the Champions League, we didn't get that. I don't understand, but the UEFA Super Cup looks amazing. Bordanovic creates a good goal. Viveiros loses his player. and he manages to slot it in. 1-0, third minute, guys, awesome. Okay, we beat one London team. Can we beat another? The cross comes in. Milovanovic will not outjump a keeper. Man, Milovanovic is tiny, and that looked quite close. Maybe he's been working out in the gym and trying to get his jumping reach up to 25. Just maxing it out all the way he can. That'll be quite nice. Fofana is going to play the ball out. It's a good way to spread the ball. So much space taken with just one pass. Wirtz sends it to Mudryk, but he is going to be covered, hopefully. He isn't. He finds Nkunku, and that is a highlight. Ooh, that is some beautiful play. That's some fast, direct football. Beautiful through ball by Fofana. Beautiful switch from Wirtz. And Mudryk is rapid, and Mudryk is annoying me. I wish I could do that in real life. I feel like you'd shoot and miss the target at this rate, but what a switch from Wirtz. Mudryk composed, finds a player, and who is this? Gilson. Bro, if you want me to sell you to Liverpool so much, I'm not going to do it. Don't bait me. Please don't bait me. Don't become St. Just. I can't afford to sign a proper center back, he says after making like 250 million in the transfer market. Milovanovic brings some space. We also have great players. We need to try and create some things. Estevao, run down the left-hand side. You're joining Chelsea in real life. Will you do the same here? I was going to say, as we almost score, yeah, maybe Chelsea's looking at what they're missing out. Hopefully Estevao is going to have a great game. He's on a 6.7, not the best for sure. Brdanovic is going to find Lachlan Deans, and we are playing it back. And unfortunately, Deans make a silly pass, but it's safe with Gilson now. Deans finds Brdanovic on the right-hand side, who's been bossing this game. He really wants to play. Milovanovic loses his player. Very good, Villagra. This is your chance. Runs it through. Villagra takes a shot, and it gets blocked. And my players are playing quite nice football. But unfortunately, we're not being let through. That could be quite good. I want the 2-1 before halftime for sure. But so far, some of our players may be underperforming. I think Teklak and Estevao are not doing good as much as they can. But Nico Gonzalez, will he run away? There's lots of time and space on the ball. Chelsea potentially using the counters quite well. And Kunku, Caicedo, man, to be fair, with the pace, that's exactly what I would do. Caicedo finds Mudryk. We need to mark the midfield. We need to mark. And Zabarny shows his younger teammate what's up. He shows him. He stops him. Come on. Wirtz, though. No. Ederson. Lavia's going to jump up. Where's the ball going? And Kunku. Okay. Wow. Ederson, big game player. Absolutely amazing. Cool. No goals before halftime, which is absolutely frustrating. I wish we could see more. We've kind of woken up after whatever this is. I want a little bit more from my players. Brdanovic is carrying the team as well as he can, but Estevao and Teklak are not doing too good. This means I need to have a little thinky think of what should I do. Because obviously I like Teklak, but I kind of feel like I don't really have that much change now, do I? Have I gotten rid of too many players now? I mean, my depth in attacking players is too high, but my defensive players potentially isn't as good. So maybe it's something I need to kind of think about later. I think everything is fine for now. Players are doing quite good. We'll give them a bit more time and we'll see what happens. I mean, sometimes you just gotta trust your players, right? You don't change, you don't mess up. As a set piece is played, oh my god. The Mustachio Man strikes again. Our set piece coach with 20 set piece coaching has cooked up the most beautiful set piece I have ever seen. This routine, I'm gonna copy it. Wait, hang on. I'm trying to record this, right? Barco finds Estevao, finds Milovanovic. This is beautiful. To be fair, Estevao should have probably been marked. And in real game, he would have been marked. But that is a very sexy set piece play. And Wirtz is on a free kick. Nico will jump up. His name popped up and he almost scores. And I see a lot of players on red. I'm gonna leave them for just a bit more. Maybe we'll see what we can do here and just kind of like squeeze out the last ability they have. Because Teklak is good. I want him to play himself into the game. Vivieros brings the ball back to Zabarny. It's not bad. Calm and composed. Play it back to the left. He finds Ederson. Okay. Finds Gilson, who finds Ederson, the Brazilian connection. Look at that. That's quite good. Finds Brdanovic. Finds Teklak, who finds no one, and I should have probably sold him. No, Teklak is good. Sorry, I meant Teklak, please. I didn't mean it. Yeah, I should have probably subbed him off. And Kunku is not going to be stopped by Brdanovic. Brdanovic thought about it and decided to let him go. Mudryk is going to keep running at our defenders. What a block. That was a good block from Teklak. He's doing his best to cover. Caicedo. Some time to shoot. And you know what? you know what? It's time for some subs after we see how beautiful of a goal that was. What is Chelsea cooking? Okay? I'm biased for sure, but that was a play and a half. Because Caicedo said, you know what? I don't like this. We're going 2-2 and we're winning the damn thing. What a strike. Ederson could do nothing. It's not his fault. And it's time for some subs because Teklak is a bit tired. So I'm going to give Palacios a run out on the right-hand side. He is going to be kind of like Foyth in the sense that he's more defensive-minded, although he's super rapid, which is something really good. And he's not as tall. Maybe I need to kind of work on this a little bit more. Estevao is not doing good, so I'm going to give Julio and Ciso some runarounds. And I'm also thinking, Deans is fine. A lot of players are in danger of being booked. What can I do? I mean, yeah, okay. If Eric is not going to come back, I need to have a ball-winning midfielder sub, because right now my only proper sub would be Kojic. And I guess, to be fair, Monero, who's coming back from injury. But we kind of let's keep it for now. I think everything is going fine. It's just we need to kind of shore up our defense just a smidge. Milovanovic is going to pick up the loose ball. What's he going to do and what's he going to create? Finds Zabarny, though. It's kind of interesting to have your right back or right striker so far back and your center back so far up. Barco finds Gilson, finds Lucky Deans, and we are going to get countered. We are going to get countered. No way. Is this how we lose it? This will be absolutely disappointing. I want to win the Super Cup, but Chelsea is going to break away. Lavia, please stop this man. Nico Gonzalez, don't let him cross. We need to stop a cross from coming in. Nico, James is injured. Okay, we need to use that flank. And Ciso gives it back to Fofana. I was excited there. Caicedo finds Wirtz. We need to make a stop. I want to see a world-class stop from Ederson. And I see a world-class stop from Ederson. Come on, Ederson. Keeps us back in. This gives us a chance. This was a scare. And it's time for some subs. And Ederson is on a 6.5. Bring back Jikov. Bring back Lunin. Oh, by the way, I loaned out Lunin. Forgot about this completely. Lol. But yeah, we need to think of something to do. So. We need to start thinking of people that take penalties. So, obviously, Milovanovic is not as good at penalties as Mitrovic, so we're going to put Mitrovic on. He hasn't crashed yet. Saldana is good at penalties, so we're going to need to think of that. Is Monero good at penalties? No. Is Bolaños good at penalties? 10. Okay. How good is Perdanovic for penalties? Okay. Basically, everyone sucks. How good is Deans for penalties? 10. And how good is Villagra for penalties? 5. Okay, not very good at all. Right. What I'm going to probably do is I'm going to put on Monero instead of Deans to kind of have a player in that position here. And I'm also thinking, do I give Perdanovic a run around? Do I take off Barco? Barco's a penalty taker, though. No, I'm going to keep Barco. I have to keep Barco. What else can I do, though? Everyone's not doing that good. What about Vivieros? You know what? I'm going to take off Vivieros. Full change up front. I'm going to give Bolaños a chance. I know I should have probably put on Saldana because this man's good, but Bolaños is rapid. And we have 6 minutes. Maybe the players are going to be a little bit tired. There has been a highlight, but it doesn't matter for now. Let's click one more encourage, and let's hope that's enough for them to have a corner. No! Fofana's going to jump up, but we do collect it. And Kunku, please, not a set piece. Wirtz, Nico. We almost conceded. Oh my god, we almost conceded. What the hell, boys? Another chance from them. The encourage does come through, which is good. But will it be enough? Will the players be focused? I have no clue. I mean, Wirtz is falling asleep at the wheel, I think, because he's taking his sweet, sweet time. Puts it across. Who's going to get to it? Georgiev's getting into it. And Zabarny will clear. Can we counter? We can't. They're still pegging us in. Wirtz is there. Oh my god, chance after chance after chance. We need to clear this ball. Don't foul him. James gets to it, but Bolaños picks it up, and it's time for us to counter, potentially. No mistakes, and Ciso... Oh, okay. I thought he's going to counter us off completely, and is it going to go to penalties? No, it goes to extra time. Ooh, exciting stuff. You get the longest episode of all time. Come on, guys. We can do a little bit more. We have time for some more subs. We have one more sub we can use. Oh my god. Okay, Chelsea is slowly playing their way fully into the match. They are dominating us on counters, and we get a counter. Villagra, I know you're a little bit tired, but carry your way through. You are Cristiano Ronaldo. My god, too many words to say. And Ciso finds Bolaños. Is that offside? Is that offside? That looked like offside to me. And I'm hoping my ability to read plays is bad, because then that becomes a goal. But a beautiful breakaway from our two new players in Bolaños and Enciso. But will it count? The ball is disallowed. Oh, la 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 la. Unfortunately, and they're bringing Kendry Paez on, which is exciting. Just a bit more Enciso. Just a bit more. The players are not fully ready in terms of their cohesion. That's unfortunate. Okay, it's the second half now, and I need to make one final sub. I think I'm going to bring Saldana on for penalties. Cornejo is good, but Saldana is probably a little bit better in terms of just being an absolute goat and carrying us to victory and all that stuff. Let's see if he can create something. The first thing he does is runs past the ball, unfortunately, which is not good. Mudryk, though, somehow not tired, despite the fact that he's sprinting a lot. Schlotterbeck is moved into kind of the midfield, which is interesting. Schlotterbeck finds Conor Gallagher, who has been transfer listed, and I've been thinking of signing him, but he's 65 million's worth. Wirtz, stop the man. Ederson, yikers. Oh, okay. That could have been a weird goal. Beautiful back heel from Paez. Gilson brings his player down. Nobody breathe, or the ref gives a penalty. Okay, that's fine. Oh boy. Okay, as you can see here, Ederson is... Okay, no, Ederson's on a 6.8, which is good. They are countering once again. This is not something I wanted to see. Did I mess up a little bit? Am I going to leave too many gaps? Palacios, go back to the right. Mudryk is tearing us apart. Wirtz, Mudryk, stop him from shooting. Finds Kendry, who finds the back of the net. No! It's offside, but I don't believe that it is. Do we have any more subs? No, we don't. We don't have any more subs. I need to go more attacking, though. Very attacking. Very direct. I think that was a goal. It's going to be given. Yeah. Damn. If this is the way we lose to Chelsea, I think this is slightly on me. Potentially, I should have tweaked the system a bit more. I just kind of had hope that we're going to get back into it. And Kendry Paez is going to slot it away. I don't want to start the season like this. We have 2 minutes. How close was the offside? Who did not step up? It's Gilson. He really wants to leave. Oh my god, Gilson. I need to think about something. Right. We have 1 minute. What can we do at this rate? I think I'm just going to send up Monero up front here. I'm going to send up Barco, and I'm going to send up Palacios a little bit. And just hope we don't get countered. Maybe like move Mitrovic as an advanced forward and Bolaños as an advanced forward. Yeah, something like that. Hopefully that will give us a little bit more directness, much higher. Overlaps for sure. It's not going to help. I'm just pretending I know what I'm doing. We have a few more minutes. 1 minute actually, not a few more minutes. Oh no, can we save it? Can we save it from the clutches of defeat? Conor Gallagher finds Villagra. Monero, this is our one and only breakaway, boys. Saldana, be careful. Please, you have a brilliant brain. Create something. He is going to carry it all the way. He loses it, but thank you. Palacios is there to collect. I should have been thankful. Villagra, Mitrovic, Villagra, Cristiano Ronaldo, no! Oh, la 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 la, Villagra, why did you shoot? Why did you shoot? He believed it. He thought he was him. Boys, press out as much as you can. Oh no, we're gonna lose it. I was hoping to win one trophy, and they wasted so much time that we don't end up with a Super Cup. No. And the trend of like small teams, or I guess Europa League winning teams winning the Super Cup continues. I was hoping to get a second trophy. Unfortunately, we don't. It's the first time we could have gotten it, and we messed it up. Unfortunately, we're not invincible. Apparently, Chelsea is better than Tottenham, which I knew that all along. Mixed emotions, though. Being a Chelsea fan and all that, you know, I would be kind of like happy and sad, but at least it was a good game. I think if you look at all this stuff, they've completely wrecked us in terms of the counters. Unfortunately, Palacios came on and he did absolutely nothing. Bolaños and Mitrovic did absolutely nothing. And potentially we need to think about something different. We need right backs. We need ball winning midfielders. I don't think Dean's solution as playing in the midfield is the choice. But yeah, if Enciso could have waited and Bolaños could have waited, we could have scored. But unfortunately, Chelsea have killed us. Deschamps is a big game manager, and Mudryk is a big game player, apparently. You know what? Sure. One day I'd like to see that. I guess the one day is going to be NFM. Well, it's okay though. It's okay. Our team is gelling. Our team is slowly playing our way into the big games. And we're trying to save ourselves for the Club World Cup, which I have no idea when that is. I'll probably check it out right now. But unfortunately, we lost. And Kendry Paez has changed up the game. He doesn't look that good for a 22-year-old player. Good pace though. So maybe in the game, it's absolutely fine. How is he doing in terms of other things? He's played a lot of games for them last year. But a lot of them seems to be from the bench. And he has made up the difference, man. He looks okay, but nothing. I don't think he's any better than. Who am I gonna compare? Is he better than Estevao? Like, yeah, no, not really. Actually, Estevao is much better, and unfortunately, that didn't work. Maybe it's time for me to change the tactics again. I'm not really sure at this moment in time. Potentially, probably my players are not playing in the best positions. Maybe I need to kind of think of, like, for example, Viveiros will be the trequartista, but for example, Milovanovic would be advanced forward, just so we can actually have a bit more structure in terms of what's going on. Something like this. I'm not really sure. But yeah, Deans cannot play ball-winning midfielder. We need someone better. We need Martel back, and that will free up Deans to play elsewhere. Cool. Not cool. Right, we'll see when the Champions League games are done. We have some time in the transfer window, so if you have any positions that you kind of want me to look at, please tell me in the comments. I will probably try to do it, but you know, we have something like 52 million plus 1 million in the wage budget, so if I push it all up, we can sign a 100 million player. Not really sure where though. If I can find like a world-class right back, maybe that will do something, but maybe ball-winning midfielder, a world-class ball-winning midfielder would be good. We have so many great attacking options, but this position here is still weak. And I don't think selling Tim was the solution to kind of like ruin everything. Right. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We did lots of transfers. We lost to Chelsea, unfortunately, but we are going to try and win the Club World Championship this year. Please. Right. See you guys next episode, where we hopefully take on a fancy Champions League team for you. Bye, guys.